just died because of a Scorpio.
What's up, Scorpio, and welcome to my channel. I hope all of my beautiful, my powerful, and my sexy Scorpios out there are doing well. All right, you guys, Scorpio, so we're going to pull some messages from today. I usually don't use these cards, but you know, when I'm being led to do something, I got to go through with it, okay? So if anything resonates for you, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And if anything resonates, and if you want a personal, my email will be in the description box below, okay? All right, Scorpios, let's go. So the first card, Scorpio, we have is 8, okay? You know, today, you guys, it's the 8-8 portal, okay? So I feel like I said I want to do a reading today for that, and when I got this number, I was like, okay, Lord, so this is it, right? Okay. So you could be seeing 8s, you could be seeing 8-8 or 8-8-8, okay? I feel like Spirit is trying to give us a message, Scorpio, and I said us because I include myself as well, okay? I am a Scorpio, okay? This says, be the hunted, not the hunted, okay? Be the hunter, not the hunted, okay? So when I got this card, Scorpio, I had to sit with it for a little second, you know what I'm saying, before I read it. And I was like, okay, Lord, I see where you're going. All right, so oftentimes, Scorpio, we're the hunter. No, we're the hunted, okay? We're the hunted because, Scorpio, we're seeking things. We're wanting things, okay? We're telling ourselves we want love. We want some type of excitement in our life. We need some type of fun. You know what I'm saying? We need to do this and we need to do that, okay? But see, when we're the hunted, okay, then that opens us up to Scorpio to all type of stuff, okay? When you are here seeking thrills and pleasures and love, you know what I'm saying, without allowing Holy Spirit to bring it to you when you're needing these opportunities and money and whatever else. When you go out here trying to do it on your own, you know, you may get a little fun with that, okay? You may get a little pleasure, but you also get a lot of pain as well, okay? When you're the hunted, Scorpio, when you're seeking love, see, you often see those low vibrational people. They're seeking love too, but see, the love we trying to give, Scorpio, see, they're not able to receive that love, okay? And because they can't receive it, they can't give it back to us in return, okay? Which often leave us in pain, okay? So what Spirit is saying here would be the hunter and not the hunted. When you're the hunter, Scorpio, when you allow Spirit to bring the opportunities, to bring the fun, to bring the love, to bring the things into your life, it's like you're more open, like things are going to be better. You're going to get the better end of the stick, okay? But when you're out here seeking this shit, it's like you don't know which end of the stick you're going to get, okay? Let's look at this card, Scorpio. It says this oracle brings important news. You are capable of seeing the truth, outsmarting old patterns, and responding more creatively to a new craft and improved relationships, okay? Because in the past we were focused on support. You know what I'm saying? We thought we always wanted to be the people that want to heal and help everybody, okay? But because we wanted to heal and we thought we was a savior in some type of way, and we could have been. But I feel like the way we were trying to do it, we weren't allow Spirit to move in us. Okay, when Spirit moves through us, it's going to lead us to people that we actually can help. See, us, we just saw potential, or we saw ways that we can kind of, you know, fix people or make them better. But see, oftentimes those people didn't want to be fixed. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to be made better. They was cool with how they were. Okay, so that's where that push and pull. You know what I'm saying? You trying to force some things on people that didn't want it in the first place. Okay, but when you allow Spirit, you know what I'm saying, to guide you or to have people that's guided to you, see, you're able to help those people. Okay, that's an opportunity for you to help somebody and then for you to be blessed in the process. Okay, so that's the difference between being the hunter, you know what I'm saying, allowing Spirit to hunt you and bring you these things versus you being a hunted, okay, the one that's sought after, okay, the one that people see as the person that can help them and pay all their bills and do all this, you know, people that take advantage of you, okay? It says, be open to be shown another way through inner wisdom of your heart or a flash insight from the great universal mind that penetrates your awareness, okay? take your time here. Don't always feel that you have to be the Captain Save-A-Hoe. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't feel like you got to be a Captain Save-A-Hoe, Scorpio, because some of these hoes we out here trying to be saved don't want to be saved, okay? But when you allow people, when you allow spirit to move in you and they send you those people that actually are seeking some type of guidance, that's going to take that advice that you're giving them, then you're able to work with people better, okay? I feel like a lot of times because Scorpio, we were in this energy of being a hunter. We was out here seeking the love and thrills and fun and all that type of stuff ourselves. And because of that, it's like we gained a lot of negative energy. We gained a lot of toxic family members and friends. We put ourselves in bad situations because of what we were seeking, okay? Then it came this storm. We were more surrounded by these type of energies. Like we had to learn how to separate ourselves from these type of people. You know what I'm saying? And because we surrounded ourselves with people that wanted really to take advantage of us, what I'm saying, use our good light, use our good energy, our good love, to their advantage. You know what I'm saying? Drain us dry, and then they gonna take the good energy that we give them and go give it to other people. Okay, that's the storm that we kind of created for ourselves. Okay, and then we got in this storm, and then we kind of just sat there for a while because we was like, well, how are we supposed to get out of this storm? We could have got out of there easily. Okay, a lot of us kind of sit in the energy of self pity. You know what I'm saying? Being mad, being upset at how other people did us. But it's like you have to become aware. That's called self acceptance. You have to accept the role, you know what I'm saying, that we play. Like, how do we get ourselves in these toxic situations? Okay, because we were often looking for love, but we was out here looking for love in the wrong places versus allowing spirit, you know what I'm saying, to have people that's guided to us or allow spirit to guide us to the people that was going to be able to give us reciprocity. Okay, we out here looking for a good time, and then we messed around and got into a messed up situation here. You know what I'm saying? Those are the energies where I feel like we kind of suffered on our own. Okay, then we had to get past this storm. Okay, but then after we got past the storm, guess what, Scorpio? We was kind of left as this wounded warrior. Okay, now we hurt. Now we got to heal from the heartache and pain that we had a part in as well. Not saying that people just should treat us any type of way, but when you become aware, that you're this energy of you out here seeking these things, and hey, you got to deal with those cards that you dealt. Okay, and a lot of times those cards that we dealt aren't the cards that we was looking for. Okay, when we're looking for love, we oftentimes find people that can't give it back to us. You know what I'm saying? They come with potential. They come as a package that looks like love. You know what I'm saying? There's some man or some woman that can give us this love, that can give us this attention, that can be loyal to us, that can tell us the truth, that can really give us, Scorpio, the same thing that we did. And I'm gonna tell you something I had to learn. And this is a harsh lesson, Scorpio. I feel like a lot of us Scorpios at the end of the day, we're gonna have to learn. We really be looking for, Scorpio, what we give, how we are, we be looking for that in other people, but see, we got to realize that's just us. We not gonna find that shit in nobody else, okay? Because that is us. I'm Sharon, and it's only gonna be one Sharon. There's nobody else that's gonna give that same energy to me. Now I can find similarities. You know what I'm saying? I can find, things that's similar to what I do, but is it gonna be totally 100% what I give? No. And see, that's the expectation we build within ourselves because we be looking for that shit. And so we go give and pouring all ourselves to these people, and then we get hurt in return because they ain't know how to get, they ain't know what to do with that shit, Scorpio. Because a lot of these people that we're trying to get this love to, Scorpio, they don't even love themselves. And if you don't love yourself, then you damn sure can't receive no love that somebody else is trying to give you, okay? So after we go through this, Scorpio, then we have to release this dark wound, okay? Now we wounded. Now we got scars. Now we wounded warriors. Okay, we scarred up. We got battle wounds when we out here been trying to love on people and give to people and nurture people and all that. They didn't really want that shit in the first place. They saw something in us. See, we was looking at something in them, but see, these same people, Scorpio, you gotta look at what people see in you as well, okay? And it's the same thing you seeing through your eyes, through your spectacles. Is it the same thing that's reflecting back? Or is it something different? See, that's the question you got to ask yourself. Because, see, we be seeing all these great things in people. Not saying people don't see great things in us, but the great things they see in us, Scorpio, ain't the great things we see in them. We see potential. They see potential in us. Somebody that can potentially take advantage of us. Somebody that can potentially emotionally manipulate. Somebody they can, you know what I'm saying, take advantage of sexually. Yeah, that's what they see in us. So you have to be mindful of people's intentions and their motives towards you, because a lot of times we don't be mindful of that, Scorpio. We just out here trying to love. We want love and we just trying to give and receive love, but we don't think about it, you know what I'm saying, from all points of view. Okay, and when you start thinking about shit after you go through these storms, baby, and you learn these lessons and you start thinking at things from all dimensions, you know what I'm saying, just not the 3D, oh, excuse me, just not the 3D and the 5D. You know what I'm saying? The other D's, the other dimensions as well. Then you start to kind of hesitate. You know what I'm saying? Then you ain't so quick to give your love. You know what I'm saying? Because you realize that the love and the energy that you give, baby, is wonderful. You know what I'm saying? And you want somebody that's gonna be able to get that all that wonderful, all of this. Okay, you want somebody to give you all of this back in return. You know what I'm saying? And if they can't, then you have to, baby. That's when they're using that shit, what am I trying? I'm not deception. You know what I'm trying to say? Discernment. That's when using your discernment falls into play. When you be able to be like, oh, now see, I see a red flag. I done seen some shit like that. Look like a setup. I done seen some shit like that before. That shit look familiar. You know what I'm saying? So after we release this dark wound, Scorpio, we have to let love live. We have to let love live inside of us. But first, we have to learn to love ourselves all over again, okay? Recognize, Scorpio, remember, you did want love. You know what I'm saying? You got love. You got to remember, you got to be mindful of what you ask for. Because sometimes you get exactly what you ask for, and you be like, well, damn. I said I wanted love. Spirit, like, I gave you love. But see, you didn't clarify all that love. You didn't say you want somebody that was going to be loyal and give you reciprocity and all that type of shit. You just said you wanted love. So you got to be mindful of what you're asking for. When you manifest it, make sure you asking specifically the kind of man and woman that you want. Just don't say you out here want a man or you want a woman or you want love, because that's exactly what you're going to get, a man or a woman, a place filler, okay? But make sure you're going to get somebody that's going to be able to give you that same good energy that you giving out, okay? Because after you release this room, Scorpio, you have to learn to let love live. Let love live inside of you. And then when people start to see Scorpio, they're talking about self-love. See, when you start to love yourself, when you start to really appreciate yourself, when you really start to know your worth, when you really start to know your value and want to understand what you bring to the table, baby, you ain't gonna settle. See, oftentimes we settle because we was just out here looking, but see, when you ain't wanting to settle, baby, when you know what you bring to the table, see, you ain't just gonna want it in everybody. You gonna take your time when it comes to love. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna out here just give that energy to everybody, because you know that gift that you have is precious, baby. And people will abuse that shit. You think, see, just because we love and we live love, you know what I'm saying, and we doing this, that don't mean everybody else out here with that same type of energy, okay? So you gotta be careful that the people that you out here seeking, the people that you out here hunting, baby, they looking for the same shit in return, okay? Because once you start to nurture yourself, once people start to see how you love yourself, how you care about yourself, and you ain't finna just let anybody come in and do you any type of way, see, people start looking at you differently. Now, they gonna talk about you. Fuck what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what you had. You know what you went through to become this man, to become this woman, okay? And you ain't gonna never go through that shit again, okay? New beginning, Scorpio. When you learn to let love live instead of you trying to live and find love, that's when you have these new beginnings. That's when people start to really appreciate the beautiful, wonderful soul that you are, okay? I don't think we need no signs or nothing. Let's go to the lessons. Let's see a couple lessons we had to learn. Messages for my Scorpios. What's the takeout from this? Messages for my Scorpios. We had to learn some lessons to be able to get to this energy, okay? Purpose. Scorpio, once you learn your purpose, once you truly learn what your divine purpose is and what spirit, what you was birthed here, the reason why you was born, the reason why you were placed here on this earth, Scorpio, see, you start to look at yourself differently, okay? Because you know that you were chosen. Everyone's not chosen, Scorpio, okay? But when you understand that you're chosen, when you understand that you have a purpose to fulfill, okay? When you understand those shoes, baby, get some big shoes to fill, okay? But when you understand what your purpose is and what you're here to do, you start looking at yourself differently, okay? And when you look at yourself different, Scorpio, other people gonna start looking at you differently as well. Whether they want to acknowledge it or not, Scorpio, they gotta learn to put respect on your name, baby, okay? And I feel like, Scorpio, you had to learn to be patient with yourself, okay? You had to learn that growing into this woman, this man, baby, was a whole process, okay? And everything, Scorpio, happens in divine order, okay? It took time. Everything, those great blessings, those abundance, those great things you had to learn, Scorpio. Those things take time. They just don't come in overnight. Spirit is going to give you these blessings today and tomorrow. Because a lot of us, we didn't earn them. We didn't put in the work. You know what I'm saying? We didn't really go through this storm. We was crying about it, okay? But we didn't really just sit back and just really be like, all right, Lord, I'm ready. Take me through this storm. Because I'm ready to get to the other side and see what this other side look like. You know what I'm saying? When you get to that point, then you learn patience. Then you learn, okay, it's a sequence of events that must happen before these blessings and abundance come to me, okay? You learn to be patient with yourself, and you especially learn to be patient with the Lord, baby, okay? One more message, Holy Spirit. Acceptance, I can't make this up. When you learn to accept things, Scorpio, when you learn to accept yourself, the people around you, because a lot of people around us, Scorpio, we can't change them. Only thing you really and truly are responsible for changing, Scorpio, is your own damn self. You see what I'm saying? You put on people's path to help them with the change, to start that change, okay? But they're still responsible for that change. Once you do what you gotta do, hey, ain't nothing else you can do because you can't make nobody do nothing they don't want to do, okay? So once we learn to accept things like that, once you learn to accept things, Scorpio, like that you can't change people, you can't change you know what I'm saying? You can't change how you want to. You can start it out, you know what I'm saying? You can show them the way, but it's up to them. Just like Spirit can show us the way. It's still up to us to make these changes. Still up to us to do the work. Spirit can't do the work for us. We can't do the work for everybody else. But once you start to learn to accept things that you can't change, she starts to go a little smoother, okay? You start learning to have a little bit more patience with yourself, okay? We can make changes within ourselves, and then our outcomes start to change, okay? But there are some things, Scorpio, we cannot change, okay? And once you learn it, she starts to go a little smoother for you, okay? All right, Scorpios, I love you. And until next time, stay blessed.